Well, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, NeedleBugg. My name is Karen, and today is September the 6th, 2022. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Thanks for stopping by. And I thought today we would just do a little bit of a progress report since I haven't done one for a little bit. So it's time for an update on what I have been stitching, and we're going to get right to it. Oh, first, I'd like to welcome back all the viewers that have been with me for, what seems like such a long time, but welcome to all my existing viewers. And for those of you that are new, thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing. I hope you found something here that you like, and I hope you will continue to do so. So let's look now at what I've been up to. First off, I worked a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, on Sir Frederick Frosty. This is the Christmas stocking that I'm making for my daughter, who stocking hasn't gotten too much love here of late. So I should have brought a clip. Okay, let's use one of these. That way I can clip the fabric and not have to put a board behind it, since I don't have one at the moment. So here we go. This is Frosty. So here we go. Let's go this way. Sir Frederick Frosty. Okay, it's coming along. It's about 45% finished. And what I worked on was mainly over in here, in this area. I filled in the rest of this, and I'm almost down to the point where it's going to start to turn for the heel. I did a little bit over in here, but predominantly I worked in this area here. So what I'm doing on this one is just pretty much color completing as I go along. I did toy with switching it back to the diagonal and color completing on the diagonal. And I think that's probably why, I did this in here. I haven't worked on this since the beginning of August, so it's a little hard to remember that far back. But that's where we are on Mr. Frosty, and it'll get there. It won't be done for this Christmas, but she's okay with that. It'll get done sometime. Don't make plans. You know what they say about the best laid plans. I don't stick with them. It's just, that's how we roll. I have these good intentions, but you know what? It really amounts to, I stitch on what I want to stitch when I want to stitch it. And that's just how it is. What I've been spending most of my time this past month on, I forgot to show you. Here's what Frosty will look like when he's finished. I thought I took pictures the last time that I did an WIP update. And do you think I can find them? No, can't find them. I don't know where they are. I even looked on my phone to try and but nope, can't find them. So this is what Mr. Frosty's going to look like when he's finished. And yeah, won't be for this year, probably next. Okay, so the next one is Autumn Church Frame by Dominic Davidson. And again, did I take a picture? Yes. Can I find it? No. I don't know where I saved them. So anyway, this is the progress. It's up now to 3%. Oh, here we go. I can never get this quite right. Okay. 3% finished. Wrong way. Here we go. And I am switching this back to diagonal, but what I am going to do is color complete within the diagonal. So, Carla, this one's for you. Carla, Stitchy Witch, always laughs at me because every time I show something, it's like, okay, now I'm going to stitch this way and change from that way. And I'm always forever changing, which goes to show that, you know what, you can stitch many different ways in the same piece, and no one is ever going to be the wiser. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. So I'm working down in here at this point, and I'm trying to fill, I'm color completing to get it back to the diagonal. And when that's all done, I'm going to go back up to the top and work by color down the diagonal and see where that takes me. I've looked at a lot, well, in my For the Love of Diagonal Stitching group, there's quite a few ladies that stitch that way, and I want to tell you, some of them make some amazing progress. So yeah, maybe if I can find that way to speed up things, it won't take me 5 years to finish this, because this is a big one. It's, I want to say, 700 and something wide by, I'm going to say 400 high, somewhere in that general grand scheme of things. But it is a gorgeous design. And in all honesty, I kind of abandoned Window with a View for the simple reason that I like this one much better. I really am a fall kind of person, and I love autumn colors. And this one just spoke to me a whole lot more than Window with a View. So this is Autumn Church Frame. Dominic Davidson, Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm stitching it on 22 count Hardanger fabric, 1/1. I didn't tell you that about Sir Frosty. Frosty is on 20 count Ada, 1/1. That's my preference. A lot of people like 2 strands of floss on 20 count. For me, that's too thick. I can't manage that. It's, yeah, too thick. So this is Window with a View. So that's number 2. And probably this is going to be a rather short video, folks, but because I really didn't work on that much, and I don't really have a whole lot to tell you today. However, I decided I was going to have a new start of something small. I need some finishes in my life. Going for years without a finish is just, nope. No, not loving it. Not loving it at all. So I decided that I needed to start some smalls or some smaller things so that I can work on those and have some things finished every once in a while. So I went through some of the patterns that I have, and I found Little House Needleworks home. Well, let me take it out of the packaging so you don't get the glare. Nasty, nasty glare. Little House Needleworks Home Sweet Home. There you go. I rather like this. I like, again, take notice, it's my kind of colors. Don't exactly know what I'm going to do with it after I stitch it, but we shall think of something. So I started this on Friday, just this past Friday, and I don't know what I was thinking when I cut this fabric, because I cut it way too big. I don't know. It's way too big. But this is how far I am. Okay. I really don't have much to do. This is stitched on 36 count vintage country mocha, one strand of Classic Colorworks. I'm using Classic Colorworks over 2 threads of fabric. Now, since my eyes have been better with my new glasses, and if I put on a pair of readers over top of these, I can see the 32 count, or the 36 count to stitch over 2. If I were to do over 1, no, can't do that. I don't think I could do that. But stitching over 2, yeah, is quite nice. I'm rather enjoying it. And I'm doing something that I have not done before. I have always been a hoop, Q-snap. Well, scroll frames and I don't get along so well. So it's always been hoops or Q-snaps that I stitch with. I am trying to stitch in hand on this one. And so far, I think it's pretty good. Let's give you a close-up. I think my stitches are looking quite okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm practicing. I really, I shouldn't say that after I spent all that money on a stand. And I do love my stand, and I do love stitching on it. But, there's times you want something that's a little bit more portable, that's a little bit smaller, so that you can get some finishes once in a while. And when I've been working on this has been in the evening, when I'm over in the living room with my husband watching TV. So this has just been a nice little enjoyable thing to work on. And I work on my bigger projects now over here. And my plan is then to keep some smaller things such as this to stitch in the evenings. Yeah, I don't have to think as much about this. It's just really basically color completing and following the chart to color complete, and it's done. So I hope to finish this this week sometime. So hopefully next time you see me, I will actually be able to say, Yahoo, people, we got to finish. So that is Home Sweet Home by Little House Needleworks. And I would say it's just about halfway. So another couple days and that will be done. Now, I have some plans. That's basically what I have stitched on the whole month of August, those 3 things. I spent a lot of time on the autumn church frame, of course. I actually did, well, I probably could have done more. That's 3% complete, and I did 7,230 stitches this month. It's a little slower than what I normally stitch, but you know what? I stitch when I feel like it. I do something else when I feel like it. So, and I did quite a few videos, so those took up some time. So, what am I going to do in September? Well, obviously, I'm going to continue working on the projects that I have going. However, I went to Modern Folk Embroidery and found Jacobs. I believe this is a new design because the chart has 2022 on it, and it is called Song of the Nightingale. So when I finish Home Sweet Home, Song of the Nightingale is going to be my next evening or travel project. I haven't quite decided yet on colors. And I haven't quite decided yet on fabric. But this is going to be the next smallish start. And people are probably saying, oh my God, but that's not, look at all the stitching in that. That's not small. But seriously, when you compare it to a Heaven and Earth design, yeah, this is small. This won't take me near as long. And I can potentially have a finish. The other thing on the agenda for September is going to be a little time consuming, but I am in the process of planning a Hardanger stitch along. I know a lot of you have watched the Hardanger videos. Actually, my Hardanger videos are some of my most popular videos. So I thought, okay, let's do a stitch along. So what I have worked out here a little bit, and I'm stitching some test things here that prior to the stitch along we'll do. Well, I'm not sure exactly how the agenda to that is going to be, but I'm doing some preliminary things here where we can make some diamonds like this to practice a filling stitch. I stitched a small border here that I want to teach you how to do a lacy edge, because that was another thing that people had asked about. But my plan for the stitch along is I have fabric coming for it, and I'm playing with the design, but what I'd like to do is create a piece that has squares or longer pieces where we can do a ribbon, and then each square or longer area would have a different filling stitch in it. I haven't quite decided how many filling stitches we're going to do in there yet, but I'd like you to have a finished project when you're done. And I'm going to record that in segments. And it will be something then that you can complete at your leisure. Work on one segment at a time. So I'm in the process now of designing that piece, trying to decide what filling stitches will go where. And then I will start recording that. So you can look for that in the very near future. So of course, need I say more, that is going to take up some of my actual stitching time. But I think that is a project that a lot of you will enjoy. Like I said, we'll do a little bit of a refresher prior to the start of that to kind of catch people up and refresh yourselves on how to do the basic foundational stitches. And we'll look at different filling stitches and different surface stitches and incorporate that into the piece so that when you're done with the piece, you really should have a very good understanding of all the basic techniques and a number of stitches that you can use to fill in those cut work areas. That's my goal. And it will be a piece that is designed by me. I'm not going to have you purchase someone else's pattern. I will create the design. And like I said, it will be a teaching piece so that you will have a basic understanding of how to perform the filling stitches and the surface stitches in a piece of Hardanger. And from there, you should be able to go out and do virtually any piece that you so desire to do, or find a piece that has the foundation that you want and then create your own filling stitches, or change what's in the cut work areas, or don't cut an area and put some surface stitching in there, or take an area that has surface stitching in it and do some cut work. So it should give you some more flexibility in what you're doing in Hardanger. So know that I am working on that. The fabric for that should be here maybe today. If not, hopefully till tomorrow. And I am not going to I'm not going to actually stitch on that fabric until I do the recordings for the series. So look forward to that, and hopefully let's see, it's September. Hopefully maybe till the end of October, I should have that recorded and ready for all of you. So I really don't have anything else today. Like I said, just wanted to do a quickie on an update of what I've been working on. And I will take pictures this time of where they're at. And I will make a note of where I saved them so that we can put them in the next time. So with that, my friends, I hope to see you. Actually, I hope to see you tomorrow, September the 7th, Wednesday at 7 p.m., when I'm going to do a live session for all of you. So hopefully you'll be able to join me, and I will see you all then. And do remember, you know what I say, Jody, this is for you. I make myself laugh. But remember, the only rules in cross stitch are the ones you create for yourself. Happy stitching, and I will see you next time.